Hey everybody, happy Thursday. We're almost there. Happy Friday Eve. And hello to the replay crew. Thanks for watching. Um, how's everybody doing today? I already see some chatter happening. Linda says, good evening and hello. Just made a Target run and now relaxing after a long day at work. So I actually skipped work today to do a Target run, but I am also very tired. Hey Brenda, hey Arlie. Hi, Twyla. Yes, I decided after about working for like 30 minutes today that today was a good day for a mental health day and to tackle my Christmas list. And so that is what I did. I did some serious shopping, some very serious shopping. Um, but I think I'm ready. I shop, the husband wraps, so we are in decent shape for Christmas, I think. Still a little couple straggler things to do. How are you all doing today? Hey, Krista. Thanks for coming back. I am working on finishing sewing the rows of my solstice spruce quilt top, the wall hanging. I have it all pinned together here because I was going to sew it this week, but that didn't happen. I have my pinnacle pop up there because I was going to quilt it this week. That didn't happen. Yeah, I don't wrap, Brenda. Like I used to just use gift bags. Well, of course, with the kids, I would have to wrap. But early on in our relationship, he took on the wrapping role. I would much rather shop than wrap. That, I mean, without a doubt, the wrapping has to be the worst part. Ooh, Arlie, what did I get you guys for Christmas? I didn't have the whole YouTube live chat on my list. I should have, though. Shame on me. Maybe I'm not done shopping after all. Oh, welcome anytime, Krista. We love anybody who likes to talk about sewing and other miscellaneous items. How are you guys feeling about Christmas? Are you ready? Are you all Christmas celebrators? Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure if anyone would even really be curious in my paper piecing video, but I I was very frustrated with that paper piecing technique. I wanted to give up several times, but I really love the end result, and I'm not kidding. I really am excited to try something similar again. Thank you so much for watching and that feedback. Paper piecing is a whole nother world. I was really proud of that thumbnail for the paper piecing video because I had the idea of having that snowman throw a snowball at the word FPP. And for some reason, I truly thought that was hilarious. Like, I laughed too hard about that. And then, like, kind of putting that fake hat on my head. I really enjoy that kind of thing. It's embarrassing how much joy I got from making that little thumbnail. Brenda says cookie making is happening this weekend. I think I might actually make some Christmas cookies this year, but I never make any. So I only think I'm going to make one kind of Christmas cookie though. I know that doesn't really seem normally when people make Christmas cookies there's like 12 kinds on a plate. But my mother-in-law makes these chocolate cherry Christmas cookies, and when she always gives us some of the Christmas cookies she makes, but there's never enough chocolate cherry. Never. Even if she put 20 on there wouldn't be enough. And I was talking to you guys last week about how I was going to try to make those cookies. I think I have it written down here, haystacks. You guys gave me the name. I talked to my husband and he was like, I do like those, but if you're going to make something, I'd rather you make the chocolate cherry cake, cookies. And those are my favorite. So I was like, bet that's what we're doing. 1000%. Oh, did you downloaded it? I'm glad to see that. I'm glad it worked. Did the download work okay for you? Some of this technology is not like super easy to use. Laughter and easy joy is healing. Yeah, it is. It really is. It like really perked up my mood finding such joy in something very simple. Like, Brenda, how many kinds of Christmas cookies will you be making? I'm sure it's not one. Hey, Andy, how's it going? Are you making Christmas cookies? Oh, good. I'm so glad that worked for you, Krista. I'm like toying with all these different ways to do downloads. And I'm never quite sure how it'll work. So I'm glad it worked. And if you happen to try any of them, please let me know how they work for you, because I'm not an expert at any of this stuff. But I figure if I can make a quilt block from it, most people should be able to do the same. I hope. This is the one that I tried to sew like last week, but my machine quit on me in the last stitch. So this one's an easy win. Oh, Andy, you're living the dream out there. Not having to getting to eat everybody else's cookies. I like that. Did your daughter ever get her Thanksgiving leftovers? Did she drive back for them? I know she forgot one of 2 containers at one of the grandmas. I would have driven back. Hey, Erin. Oh, awkward quilter. I am so sorry. I cannot remember your first name right now. It takes me like 6 times. You probably heard me say that. I have a terrible memory. But thank you for dropping in and saying hi. And I'm glad I gave you a chuckle. And I hope you sleep well. Thank you for coming by. Andy said, no, I ate the leftovers. I like your style. You've earned them. You raised her. You get her leftovers. So clipping all of these little rows together has worked out kind of nice for me to keep everything organized without having to like stand back up and go to my design wall a million times. So I'm trying some new technology in the live stream today where I set up some things to like go off every 10 minutes. I don't know if I'll be able to see them. You'll have to let me know. It should say Nightbot. I'm getting pretty savvy over here, trying to be a real streamer. A real quilting streamer. I don't know why I'm struggling with this so much today. I had such a good day today. I'm going to tell you guys about my day because it was so good. So I decided to, like I said, decided I'm going to take the day off. I'm going to go Christmas shopping. My stepmom doesn't live too far from here. She's retired. So I was like, hey, want to meet me at Target? She was like, yep. So we met at Target and I got my very first Starbucks drinks ever. And oh my God, are they so much better than Dunkin' Donuts? It's mind blowing. And I almost wish I never had it because it's so good. And now I'm already thinking about it. I got a caramel brulee latte. It's one of the seasonal things. I just ordered it straight off the menu. So good. And then we walked around Target for literally forever. And it was nice because she was not in a rush and loved looking. Like, I agonize over like literally every decision, and she was like down for it. So we had so much fun. We went to Target. We went to Five Below. We went to Bath and Body Works and the liquor store. Then we went to lunch. And then my mom texted me and was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm just eating lunch with Loretta. And she was like, oh, I made some of like my favorite spaghetti, my angel hair with garlic. And she's like, you should stop by. So after I had lunch, I had a couple leftovers from my lunch. And then I went over to my mom's house and got her leftovers, hung out with my mom, fixed her TV, had a nice time, came home, played with the kids. Everybody was in a good mood. And then I got to eat my leftovers from my lunch and my mom's leftovers for dinner. I like had the best day. The best day. Hey, Jess. Oh, That sounds amazing. Get the Starbucks Gold Club and you get a freebie on your birthday and points. Might need to do that. Love those, but I'm an Americano girl at Starbucks. I really had no idea what to order because it just seems like so complicated. When you see like the most exposure I've had to TikTokers of crazy people, like with the Starbucks hacks on TikTok where they like have this list and they're like, can I get a this with 3 shots of this and 14 shots of that? And I was like, oh my God. So I just like picked something off the menu. It was so good. She got a peppermint mocha and I had a sip of that, and I don't really like mint stuff, but that was really good too. Brenda, I don't even know how much it cost because she wouldn't let me buy. So she bought both my coffee, and I got a piece of banana bread and my lunch. She paid, so I have no idea how much it was. It was free for me, so that's how I could afford it. Yeah, super fun day. And then I got to see my mom. Yeah, my kids, like my kids were in a good mood. My daughter was in a good mood. It's always a victory. Now I can wake up tomorrow, go to work and focus on work and not be worried about how far behind. It was like, you know how like you get so stressed out about something, like that's all you can think about. So I was like frantically making lists. I just needed to get it done. My kids have like dress like Frosty Day, dress like the Grinch Day, dress like from head to toe, pajama day, like a whole spirit week next week. I was not prepared for that. Candy cane day. Plus, you know, they're both having parties and I signed up to bring like frosting and sprinkles and all kinds of weird stuff for their parties, whatever activities they're doing. And I was just like, I'm going to freak out. I cannot keep track of all this stuff. Oh, Arlie likes the peppermint mocha, but the pandemic helped me quit Starbucks. Now I have more bucks to buy quilting and stuff. I like that. Thankfully, like Starbucks is not convenient for me and I work from home and I don't really leave the house. So since I can't just order that online, like Amazon, I spend too much money on because it gets delivered to my door. I won't be spending too much money on Starbucks because it's too far away. It is a lot, Krista. Oh, hey, Connie. Ooh, making potato soup. I do not like potatoes, but I know a lot of people who do like potato soup. I always think I should make more soups. Today would be a great day for soups because it is 20 degrees here. It is freaking freezing. Like, freezing. Brenda, Miss Sassy Pants was good. She was good today. When we were waiting for the bus this morning, my daughter's 4. It was okay out there, but then all of a sudden the wind came whipping and she instinctively just like screamed and started crying because that's how cold the wind was. Like it was so cold it hurt. And I am a born and bred New Yorker. I am used to cold. I was actually out there in my capri pants and my winter boots, so like this much of my leg was exposed. And normally that's no big deal. Like I'll run to the store like that in January when it's 30 degrees out. I don't care. But let me tell you what, it was cold for me and it's supposed to be colder tomorrow. A house hermit. That's exactly what I am. A house hermit. I love that. I love that description. House goblin. Why would you leave? My favorite people are here. The ones that aren't here, I can FaceTime. My sewing machine's here. Why would you ever want to leave? Hey, Zaza. Ooh. Thunder and lightning and rain pour. I would definitely take that over the 20 degrees, but that is also not a fun way to start the day. It was raining here yesterday, but it was 40 degrees, and that also sucks. But it is still better than the 20 degrees that it was today, and it's supposed to be colder tomorrow. Oh, God. I just have to, like, wait for the bus with the kids outside. It's only a few minutes, but it wakes you up. Wakes me up. Minus 2.2 Fahrenheit. Ooh. Was that with the wind chill or without the wind chill? I mean, Not that it really makes a difference, but I'm just curious because like then it would be even colder with the wind chill. Thankfully, Brenda converts everything to Fahrenheit for me because, or she'll say this Celsius, this, which is about this Fahrenheit. Thank you. People of the world are so smart compared to Americans that just know inches in Fahrenheit. Oh, hey, Zaza. I don't know if I said hello. Well, you just knew she was Canadian, so, but you know, she's Canadian, but understands my handicap, my conversion inability. Oh, Cheryl says, hi, everyone. Here in Ontario, it's been snowing and blowing all day. Schools closed, roads closed, on and off. Ugh. Yes. Thank you, Zaza, for converting for these uncivilized people. Hey, Tessa. Ontario, is that near Niagara Falls? I know I should be better with Canadian geography because I'm so close to Canada, but you know, can't even convert to Celsius, let alone remember. Although to be fair, if you ask me for where most of the states are in the United States, I don't think I would pass that either. So I'm just bad with geography no matter what country it is. Oh, okay. Brenda's in Ontario. Okay. Ontario must be big then, right? Must be. I'm going to have to look at a map of Canada later. It's official. Are you guys like Canadian neighbors? How fun. It is such a small world. Seriously, a small world. Okay, you guys, in a few minutes, I'm going to give it like a few more minutes, like 9:20, 9:25. I'm going to try to do a giveaway. I have no idea. It's new technology, but I want to like do a little giveaway for you guys in my chat that are always showing up for me hitting 1,000 subscribers. But you might have to bear with me because I've never used this technology before. Oh, hi, Connie. I am sewing the Solstice Spruce by Quilt Brew, also by Erin. That is her. What do you call that? This is just what, but Erin in the chat here, Hexen House. This is her pattern. I am doing a wall hanging size that I got as a kit, and I linked both the pattern and the kit in the description if anybody's interested in this cute little pattern. It whips up quick, lots of half square triangles, and if you get the kit, it especially whips up quick. This was the first pre-cut kit I ever bought. That's nice. It won't be the last pre-cut kit I buy. That's what I'll say about that. But I've been really wanting like a Christmas wall hanging for upstairs. And yeah, this tree, I like this tree because it's Christmas, but like if I leave it up, it's not like so Christmassy that I can't leave it up for, I don't know, all year round, really. You can also make it in like different colors for different seasons, but. Thank you, Connie. Oh yes, I am special because I got it as part of the kit. I got the booklet. I think the rest of it's like a PDF download. Right, Aaron? Hey, Joyce. Thanks for lurking. I do like the green too. These colors are really nice. And at first too, I was like, well, of course I don't have it on my design wall anymore. In the kit I got, it has a dark background versus this light background. And I was like, oh dear, I don't know if I'm going to like that very much. Like, cause I liked the look of the light background on the front. But after I had it up on my design wall, I also really liked the dark background. Of course, when I bought the kit, it showed me an exact picture of what I was buying, but I'm like one of those impulse shoppers, right? I was like, ooh, that's cute. I'm going to buy that. And then I didn't really look at it. And then I saw this picture and that's what I thought I was making. And then I realized the background was dark and I was like, ah, but I really do like the dark background too. Of course, I'll post it or show it somewhere once it's done. I'm hoping it's done this week, maybe. It would be nice to have it hanging on the wall here soon. Ooh, I'm moving fast. Oh, hey, Loretta. That's my stepmom who I went to Target with today. Oh, Tessa, I always feel like I can't get the pre-cut kits because I have an AccuQuilt and I couldn't make my own. I can see how that is, right? Like because those AccuQuilts are an investment. So you're like, oh, I made this investment. I don't want to do it. No, Aaron, I like the dark background. I do. Like I'm not even just, you know me, I wouldn't just say something to say something. I like the dark background. It's just different for some reason than what I expected, but it was very clearly marketed correctly. This is that was a Tasha problem. I did sign up for a mystery quilt. I think that's pre-cut. The Oh my God, I'm the worst. Is it the Cotton Cuts one that yeah, Cotton Cuts. I just signed up for that I think that starts in like February or something. I don't know. Yeah, I like the dark background. I honestly, now I'm more excited about the dark background than the light. Once I had it on my design wall, I was like, ooh, I really like the dark. So I'm all about the dark. All right, guys, we're going to try this giveaway, okay? You're going to bear with me. You're going to bear with me in this technology, okay? So I'm going to give a $25 gift card that I'm just going to email to you. So somewhere that we can buy one and email at Amazon, something like that. And you have to type something with the type exclamation point 1000 in the chat. It has to be exact. Exclamation point 1000, no spaces, anything. Type that in and you should enter the giveaway. And hopefully once you enter it, I can start seeing it. Yes, Andy, fly away. I got the Tula Pink. Hi, Kay. Hi, Katie. All right, let's see if these things are coming in. Yes, it's working. Okay. Yay. How fun. I can see all the entries. All right, I'm just going to leave it open for like a few minutes and then to give everybody a chance. I think I see that the number of people who showed up is growing. So type in exclamation point 1000, just like you see everybody doing. And really, while you guys are doing that, can I just say how fun it is to hit 1,000 subscribers? And you guys are showing up every week to hang out with me. I just love that we love talking about quilting and you show up every week. It is so special to me. And just thank you so much. I wish I could give you all $25 and put you on my Christmas list, but I might not be able to pay the mortgage. Yes, make sure you're putting the 1,000. Have you guys seen any messages in the chat that are like from Nightbot saying like, oh, don't forget to like and subscribe? I don't know if I got that to work. I haven't seen any. It is a little scary trying. Okay, that'll be next week's problem. No message. They were supposed to definitely be going by now. Yay, Andy. It's nice to have dedicated sewing time. All right, I'm going to let this go. Like there's 22 people here and I have 13 entries. So I'm going to let this go for like 2 more. Oh, no Nightbot. Okay. Connie, do I see Connie? Yep, you are in there. I see you in there. Thank you, Cheryl. All right, got to figure out Nightbot. At least I'm using Nightbot for this giveaway and it seems to be working. Okay. Nope, if you put it in one time, Krista, you're in there. You're good. I'm just giving a chance for more people to enter if they want. But I see you, Krista, in there. Hi, Nikki. We're doing a little giveaway. So type !1000. Hey, so Terry, thanks for listening in. Make sure if you want to enter a $25 giveaway, you type in !1000. Everyone in the chat will help me make sure that you do it right. I'm going to give this 1 more minute. There you go. Perfect. There, I see Nikki got in. Oh, this is so fancy. All right, 1 more minute, and then we'll see if I can successfully pick one of these. Cool, cool. All right, when the clock strikes 9:27, which it just did, I'm going to choose a winner and see if this works. Oh gosh, I hope it does. Oh, did it work? It says Katie Crafts. Katie, you won. So you have to type something in. You can just go thanks or hi or a letter, but you just have to type something, I think, so that it knows you're still here. Or I don't know if I really have to do that, but I guess that's what it wants me to do. So I'm going to listen. Okay, it sees that you're here. How fun is this? Okay. So, Katie, I'm going to put my email address up here. Can you just send me an email that says, hi, I'm the winner, and then we will figure that out. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating in my first YouTube giveaway. How fun is that? So fun. What a good day. I've had a great day. Shopping, Starbucks, my favorite foods, my first giveaway. It's a great day. Maybe finishing up this tree that should take an hour that I've milked for like 3 weeks now. Because it's more fun talking to you guys than it is to sew. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you. Oh, Zaza, you made a Christmas cake? Tell us, we want to hear about this cake. Every single one of us are interested in the cake you make. Oh, Aaron says, what's the plan for the beauty on the design wall? So the one on the design wall is called Pinnacle Pop. That is one of my patterns. I don't know. It is, I'm going to quilt it up, I think, soon. And I don't know. Either give it away to somebody who's having a baby or see if one of my kids, my daughter, confiscates it, or I don't know, donate it. There is a not-for-profit around here that takes quilts, but I think this one might be too small. It's a small baby size quilt, so it's kind of tough to, what are you going to do with it, right? I do know someone at my job is pregnant with a baby girl and due in April, March or April, so I might give it to her. I'm reaching that point in making quilts where I'm like now making some that I'll never use. And I'm just going to take good pictures of them and put them out into the world. Some of them. Other ones I'll keep. Oh, it is a perfect cart quilt for kids. That's a great... Oh, my email hopefully is right on the screen. It's Tasha at Tasha Quilts, like right here. Look at that. How fancy is technology? Can you see it now, Katie? Because I'm playing Vanna White. Oh, that's a great idea too, Nikki. We have something called the Vera House. That's a great that is a great idea. Oh yeah, sorry, Katie. I probably wasn't very clear about that. I'm so sorry. You just needed me to play Vanna White. I'll remember that for next time. Did Pat Sajak retire? I feel like I heard that. Maybe not. Maybe I just made that up. That might be fake news. Nobody panic. Never take your news, game show host news from me. Tessa also had a good day. I finished Christmas decorating the house, and then tonight I went to a birthday party for Quilty friends. The only thing better than a birthday party is it for Quilty friends. How fun. Where did you meet your Quilty friend? Is it a friend that you met at a quilt guild? Holy moly. Zaza says she posted photos in the Facebook group. So I have a Facebook group also in the description. It's a big cake. It took 4 hours to bake and weighs 3.5 pounds. Oh my God. Ryan Seacrest is now on Wheel of Fortune? Wow. I did not know that part. But Vanna's still there, right? Ryan Seacrest. Have you guys watched it? How do we feel about Ryan Seacrest as the new Pat Sajak? I feel like my childhood is like no more Bob Barker, no more Alex Trebek, no more Pat Sajak. What's happening? I don't even watch Jeopardy anymore. I used to watch Jeopardy all the time. I have not watched in forever. I don't even know who's hosting that. Is it Ken? I want to be mad about Ken. Oh, good. Nikki says he does a good job. Sweet. I might have to check that out. I have to introduce my kids to Wheel of Fortune. My son loved Wheel of Fortune when he was like about 2 because he was learning his letters, and so like they would spin the letters. Oh, he loved it. And then we stopped watching it. Tessa says we met years ago through a quilt guild. The other ladies that were there, I also met. Aw, that's so nice that you. Now I got to go to the Facebook group and look at this cake. Don't mind me on my phone. That's so nice that you met a nice group of quilty friends through the guild. I have a good friend that I met through the guild as well. There's quite a few ladies that I get along with very well. Wow. Dried fruit. Now, you call that Christmas cake? Would you call that like a fruit cake? Because in my head, that looks kind of like a fruit cake, except for sometimes our fruit cakes have nuts in them. And then do you need to freeze that cake? It looks good. Do I see cherries and raisins? Oh wait, maybe if look at we're just over here doing Facebook business. Let me see if I can. So can we see it? Kinda. You can see there's the fruit. And then there's the final product. It's a big old cake. Like fruitcakes here have so many preservatives in them. I feel like they last for quite a while. Well, I buy mine like commercially. I've always thought it would be fun to make one, but then I'm like, oh my God, all the ingredients. I just buy them. Okay, so maybe that's why the fruitcakes that I buy don't need like that last forever because they're all boozy. Okay, Nikki watches both Wheel and Jeopardy, and Ken is still on Jeopardy. Okay, I definitely need to bring that back. I feel like, although I try to put my kids to bed early, they're still little, so. But husband and I used to really get into Jeopardy. My dad and I watched Jeopardy when I was, growing up, and even like into my 20s. And my dad has guessed the answer. So, at the very end in Final Jeopardy, I can't remember if Loretta's still watching. I'm sure my dad is talking to the television telling me the answer. I think he just got the category like cities or whatever it was. And then he got the answer twice without even getting, or, he got the question, whatever. He got the answer right without even seeing the clue. 2 times. I think he just had the category. Pretty cool. I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure one was a city. Can't remember what the other one was, but like 2 times him and I in the living room, he did it. Like, damn, Dad. And this was before Googling stuff on your phones or whatever, or DVRs. This was real-time TV. He couldn't even be bamboozling me. He got it. I never did. Oh my God, that's crazy. Brenda's saying that her Mimi made that, or Meme, right? I think that Meme made them, and they didn't freeze because there was so much alcohol. Oh, Zaza, no Jeopardy? Well, you got castles. You can't have it all. You got castles, we got Jeopardy. I feel like there's one clear winner here. Okay, I got it right, Loretta. Okay. Wasn't sure if you were still here. 2 times. And then my husband and I used to play all the time together, and he just, whew, he's not that much fun to play with because he's so freaking smart. Yeah, any cake that's got too much alcohol in it to freeze sounds good to me. So when you eat those cake, can you get buzzed? Like, well, I would say the alcohol has to get cooked out of it, but if you're saying the cakes still don't freeze, I feel like the alcohol isn't cooked out of it. I mean, I'm not a physicist. Is it even no, that's not physics, is it? I don't know. I don't know how that all works. That's a crazy looking cake, though. I buy a cake for someone in my life every Christmas, and they've recently had a stroke, and I'm not sure if they're going to be able to like chew the crunchy stuff in fruitcake. So I'm actually dabbling with the idea, depending on how that goes, coming up with like a fruitcake, maybe with no nuts in it or something. Although it doesn't look like Zaza's had nuts in it. Like to do something like a little softer. Okay, interesting. The cake is soaked in alcohol. Wild. Yeah, I maybe Brenda, but I was like hoping for something like fruitcake reminiscent because I've been getting them a fruitcake every year for so many years. Oh, and Zaza saying yes, it is a cake batter. Boozy creme de menthe brownies. That sounds good. Too bad we all live so far away from each other because we would have one hell of a like potluck. We would have we would have to get a potluck, have the potluck somewhere where we can stay overnight because I have a feeling not everyone will be walking straight after this potluck. Yeah, yours does look different. I'm gonna have to. I like the look of that batter. Who doesn't love a good cake batter? You might have inspired me, Zaza, to give something a go. I love mint brownies. I love Andy's candies. But sometimes there's a delicate balance of mint for me. I was just telling my stepmom about this today. Can't be like toothpaste. So we were at Starbucks, like I was telling you guys, and she got a peppermint mocha, and I got that caramel, whatever, brulee one. Anyway, the lady who was taking our orders that worked at Starbucks, she was telling us, she's like, I know it's bad for me, but every now and again I love mint so much that I just like take a little bit of toothpaste and put it in my mouth. And I was like, that's a love of mint. That is a serious love of mint. Cheryl says, willing to travel for a liquor dessert potluck. Me too. Other people are going to set up quilting retreats. Maybe we will all set up someday for a boozy dessert bar. Get a hotel room block. We'll just live our best lives. Tasha says she's going to be working on her puzzle advent. So listen, that's fun. A puzzle advent. It's just the traditional butter, sugar, eggs, flour, and ground almonds batter. Yum, Zaza. That sounds really, really good. And then you had dry fruit and you soaked it in alcohol and then mixed it into the cake batter. Yum. Although, what's interesting is you say it's the traditional butter, sugar, eggs, flour, and ground almonds. And I have never in my life made a recipe with ground almonds. I've seen like almond flour, and I've used almond flour when I was like trying to get pregnant and had to eat low carb. But I have never baked, like made a treat with ground almonds. And now I want to, because that would be way better. Or that would be really good. I love almonds. I think I have a bag. Look at this is how much I love almonds. They're my sewing room snack. I just have whole natural almonds sitting here for when I get hungry. I get the ones that don't have salt or roasted, so then, you know, keeping these fingers clean. Yes, Sean, we are talking about food, and we are all traveling for a boozy dessert retreat someday. Location TBD. But Erin's going to try to at least either make them or get the recipe for her mom's boozy, or I can't remember whose. Someone in our family's boozy mint brownies. Zaza's bringing the fruity fruit cake. I'm not sure what the rest of us are bringing yet, but we're going to have to bring our A game. Our potluck stuff would be serious. It does always end up being about food. Is the one thing that's universal. You can be all over the world. We got people from so many countries in here, and we all love food. Ooh, rum cake. Andy says, my uncle brought me a rum cake one December at college, and people could smell the alcohol in the hallway. That sounds like a good rum cake. When we went on our honeymoon, we took a cruise, and we stopped in Mexico and went to, I can't think of the name of it, but they're known for making like rum cakes. And we took a tour and got a rum cake, and that was so good. Okay, Arlie's bringing the paper plates. Practical. I like it. Krista's bringing drinks. Sold. Maybe I'll order the pizza. I'll learn to make a boozy dessert for you guys. I would do that for you. Sean, have you cleared, like, is your schedule a go for next week? We could tease that. Maybe we will all sew better at works when I go bowling. I feel like bowling is one of those things that would improve with alcohol. Loosen up. Need to loosen up a little bit. So guys, as long as Sean's schedule stays clear, he's going to be my first host or guest. That's the word. He's going to join us next week on the live. As long as his wife gives him the thumbs up, which we think she's gonna. But happy wife, happy life. So that'll be fun. You have to come back. And Sean, you missed it. I did my very first giveaway. I figured out Nightbot and everything. Thank you. He gave me a little Nightbot tutorial. Because when I hit 1,000 subs, I was on Sean's live and he amazingly gave away a gift card to celebrate. And then I was inspired and didn't have time to figure it out for last week, but I did figure it out for this week. Nikki says, my sewing looks like I've been drinking. I cannot sew straight. Hey, you know, remember the galloping horse rule. If you can't see the mistake from a back of a galloping horse, it's straight enough. Oh, Zaza suggesting that maybe, Nikki, if you started drinking while you were sewing, you may have better success. True. I personally don't think that's the best idea, but I'm not here to judge. So that'll be fun. Sean will be here, my first guest. We'll chat about some plans that we have for January. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think I have all the rows here with 14 minutes to spare. I'll iron these all. I'll probably sew these up this weekend if I get some time, but I'll have it, if I finish it, I'll make sure I bring it next week on the live to show you guys what it looks like since you've been on this journey with me. On this new sewing machine I keep saying it's new. It is new to me because I had the other one for 10 years and I've had this one for 3 months. So this is still very new. It has a foot. I don't know what the foot's called, but maybe it is a 1/4 inch foot. It doesn't have a guide on it, but it's like, if I have these settings exactly the way it is, if I line up the fabric with the edge, it's like a perfect 1/4 inch. I mean, I still am me and get distracted by what I'm watching or whatever, and it gets a little wonky sometimes, but let's just pretend that doesn't happen. So Terry says, a friend brought me a cupcake yesterday. It had Bailey's frosting, okay, and a Guinness lava center with a chocolate cake. I don't like beer, but it was very good. I don't really like beer either, and I've definitely had Guinness cake, and it was good. Yes, Zaza, I don't like Guinness either, but I do like Guinness cake. I've had that once or twice over the years. I think in a cupcake form too. But yes, this is an HP foot. Thank you, Brenda. Oh yeah, it says it right there. I have my HP plate on, which I don't even really know what HP means. And yeah, and the foot that goes with it. It's great. Love that. I haven't really experimented. Ooh, I did get, was it over here? I got another cool little thing this week. Have you guys ever heard of a circular sewing attachment? It's wild. I'm going to play with it more. And you basically pop this in your machine, and this like black piece right here is a guard, trying to make sure it's not shiny, of a needle. And basically the way you rig this up, you pierce your fabric on this needle here and literally will sew a perfect circle. I dabbled with it on some scrap fabric earlier this week. Not this one. It was yellow. And it was a little wonky because it was just one piece of fabric. It probably needs to be stabilized or maybe like a sandwich of some kind. But this thing should be pretty fun. If I could figure out how to quilt with this would be so fun. Nikki says, I have the foot, tape with the lines, and a plastic daisy thing. I don't know what the heck you're talking about with a plastic daisy thing, but I'm intrigued. I'm going to Google plastic daisy thing 1/4 inch foot. But she's still swerving. Oh, high performance. I should have known that. I feel like I'm a high performance person that deserves a high performance machine. Zaza says, I've only used drawing pin and painter's tape to sew circles. It looks like a great piece of kit. Yeah, I have tried marking circles. I tried this idea of like, you take a pencil and you put a piece of string on it, and then, and then you, from the corner, you kind of go like this and then this. let's just say my husband tried to help me with that. It did not go well. It's kind of like when you try to do a home improvement project with your significant other. We didn't agree. It didn't come out well. A lot of tension. Just went back to the regular walking foot. Look at these plastic daisy things. The daisy is a Lori Holt seam guide. Okay. I'm sorry, you have an Olfa rotary cutter that cuts circles? What? That sounds cool. Do I still have my pen here? You guys are dropping the goods today. Oh yeah, I got my pen. Olfa rotary cutter that cuts circles. What? And I need to look up this plastic daisy seam guide from Lori Holt. Man, you guys always have such good stuff. Thank you, Terry. How fun. I love circles. Can you tell? I like the things that are curvy. And the circle cutter is not expensive. You know what I like more than curvy things? Curvy things that aren't expensive. Andy says, just finished cutting my backing strips for your, oh my God, your heart. Is it hearts? Yeah, it's hearts, right? I'm like, is it hearts or flowers? You know how many times we've talked about that quilt and now I'm sitting here going, hearts or flowers? Yeah. Oh, no, all that work and you might get to sew one little seam. A compass circle cutter. So interesting. That's what we try. I did try to use a compass too at one point to mark lines. Also did not go well for me. Oh, there's nothing to be scared of, Aaron. Flying geese are worse than curves. Katie says, yesterday I organized my templates and decided I have a problem. Do I use any of them? No, but I have them. Because collecting quilting supplies and quilting, we have 3 hobbies, all of us. Collecting fabric, collecting notions. Do rulers count under notions? I think they do. And actually quilting. I'm scared of flying geese. So there you have it. It's so funny. Someone commented on my latest video and said, I love foundation paper piecing, but I still hate flying geese. Oh, that's a great idea. Just use a dinner plate or a dessert plate. That's a great idea. I've been thinking about doing scalloped edges on a quilt because I've never done that before. And I did see somebody used a dinner plate for that. So I didn't have to buy anything fancy for that. I never thought about it for marking quilting lines, though. That would be great, especially for that. I mean, that would be great. That's a great idea. Sometimes these simple ideas, using a dinner plate sounds so simple, but I would have never come up with that on my own. So Connie, I did end up getting, I can't remember the name of the one I got. I'm looking over there because I can see it, but I can't remember the name, but I did end up getting one and I do really like it. And also I did one of Erin's patterns and she had it's the 2 at a time method, right? And that was way better for me than trying to sew them 1 at a time. So I really enjoyed that 2 at a time method. I think you have to trim a little more maybe, but it was worth it for me because with a good ruler and that 2 at a time method, I really liked it. Oh yeah, you could really use anything. I had to buy a round dinner plate because none of my dishes are circles. Oh, that's funny. Buying plates just for quilting. That's really funny. Oh yeah, pot lids. Ooh, that one has a handle. That's a great idea. The next time I'm at a thrift store, I might go look for pot lids. Because if I took one from upstairs, I would never remember to bring it back up. And I'd be cooking, or my husband would be cooking. He'd be like, what happened to the lid to the pot? Although we might have some lids from the last set of pots and pans we had. I kept a couple because I was like nervous when we replaced them that like, I don't know. I don't know. I just got nervous. I can't explain it. So I might actually have some extra pot lids. It is kind of like a drunkard's path. Let's see. Just on my design wall. This is a pattern I actually designed. That my first quilt I ever designed for myself. Oops, the camera's over here. It's called Pinnacle Pop. But it is, yeah, it's orange peels and quarter circles, so drunkard path blocks. But I just loved I don't know, I'm obsessed with the way this one flows around. I finished this baby quilt like last week or something, but I haven't done anything with it yet. Aren't design walls just the best? Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Krista. I'm really proud of that one. Like, seriously so proud of it that it came from my brain. It's so crazy to like dream something up and then to make it and it looks like what you think it's going to look like. Wild. Love it. Thank you, Erin. Yeah, one of my favorites for sure. I have two, and this is one quilt pattern I made twice. I made it in a throw and in a baby, and I never make quilt patterns twice. Erin says, I don't have design walls, I have floors. My design wall is literally batting stuck to the wall with command strips. It's really nothing fancy. But, well, you guys, we are approaching 10 o'clock. So I just, once again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I look forward to this every Thursday now. Something I look forward to. I love hanging out with you guys. Thank you for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. So fun, such an accomplishment. Make sure you come back next week. Sean and I are going to hang out. You can see me fumble through the technology of having a second person on here. We'll see how that goes. But you guys have fumbled with me on every other thing I've done. You know what, Erin, your knees would super duper thank you. I don't even baste on the floor anymore. I baste on tables, and I'm like, if there's a little wrinkle in it, I don't care. It's worth it for my knees. Oh, Terry, thank you. It's nice to meet you too. I'm so glad you came. I know, Tessa, this one went by really, really quick. Everybody go out there and get some good sleep. Yeah, I'm not doing floors either, let me tell you. Have a great weekend, everybody. And yeah, meet me back here next week. And I'm super excited. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you all soon. Okay. Bye, guys. Good night.